And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
Hope you're all ready for this one.
And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best? That team will win the game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Richardson going right to the air. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now an option play on second down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Richardson will keep it once again. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Richardson. That is caught. Oh, and now some space to operate. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Taylor is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. On the option left, Richardson. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. First carry for James Conner. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
To throw is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up past the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Shotgun now for Murray. His throw incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. The deep to return is Josh Downs. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Richardson off the play fake. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the shotgun, Richardson. That complete to Downs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Colts lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Connor. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Murray off play action. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Greg Dortch deep for Arizona. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 4. Murray now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll toss this out right for Connor. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Here's Richardson to throw. And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the first quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On the counter, it's Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They'll get this off to Taylor. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one finds Pierce right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Richardson to throw off play action. He's got Granson, his tight end. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs from 13 yards out. And the Colts are able to widen their advantage.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. James Conner and the Cardinal offense ready to get back to work. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Murray going to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. And he's got Pierce. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. Quick slant caught by Pierce. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield and get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through, and they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 44-yard line, here's second down at 7. Off the option, here's Taylor. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Richardson. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. on the return, Dortch. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Again, a run with Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Murray now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Murray now running left off the option. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Connor up the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 87 yards rushing now for Connor, and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to Connor here on 1st. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. That's to the right side. He's got Ryman. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Murray giving to Connor on the option. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Connor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. That's going to be taken in by Downs. 23 yards on the play.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Richardson looking to throw this. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Richardson out of the shotgun. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the shotgun, Richardson delivers another one to Pierce.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. A final shot before half for Murray. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner ready for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. Give him 18 on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. That pass completed to Dortch. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. They run behind center with Connor. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Prater's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts offense and running back Jonathan Taylor heading back onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now it's Richardson. That's complete to Pierce. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's Richardson to throw. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's got it. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Taylor. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Taylor again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts take a 3-touchdown lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he's able to work his way